テーション。
I wish the stream would have caught what Hayley said before we got on stream.
Hot Frosty.
Just catch that and just like with no context whatsoever. Welcome to the land of long live play where greatness is always waiting. Welcome to the Places Experience. I'm one of your hosts, Delvin Cox. With me as always, the Platinum Princess herself, Mrs. Hot Frosty. Hayley Nicole Miller, how you doing, Hayley?
It's been a rough week, my man. It's been real rough.
Oh yeah, that's 2024 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Also with us, the Lord and Savior of PSPG, Lord Snerts. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Happy to be back nerding out with you lovely folks, and really glad it's Friday and the work week is over.
Yeah.
It's been very busy.
TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Fuck all that other shit. Yeah. Let's get the week done, over with, and keep it moving. Speaking of getting the week done, over with, and keep it moving. Hayley, how's your week been?
Okay, so this is gonna be real quick and brief. I'm just putting this out there because I know like some of the team knows, but like the general public does not know. Okay, nobody asked me how Dragon Age is going because I had to start over. I was playing on Saturday night. I couldn't look at my save file. Saturday night, my cat died. So that was a rough time. So yeah, I've started over in Dragon Age because of that. That happened Saturday. I did not go to work on Monday. I went to work on Tuesday, and then they were like, "Hey, do you want to go help at an extra shift that day? About an hour and a half away for like 8 hours." And I was like, "Hey, man, no. Like, you're lucky I came to work at all that day." Like,
yeah,
like the money would be great, but no, I don't want to go to Waterdown to help at a Rona.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I did that, and then I had the day after off, and I worked yesterday at a fresh count, and it's been rough. And then I talked to my boss, and I got written up for something that happened last week, but you know, whatever. It's been rough. So you know, I'm still employed though, so
that's a good thing.
yeah.
Still employed. You're still alive.
Yeah.
You're still relatively happy and healthy, even though you don't drink water.
I do drink water. I just add flavor enhancer to it.
Or breathe at night.
Yes, or breathe at night.
Well, yeah, okay. So actually, on that front, because I know we talked about this, hey, my appointment got moved up at least from June to March.
Right.
Not much better, but like.
Did you take some of the advice that people in the chat in PSVG community gave you about sleep apnea?
About like the wedge pillow? Yeah, I don't have $70 for a wedge pillow right now.
Oh my god.
Like, hey, I should point out, like, do you know how many shifts I have between now and December 13th?
I hope a lot.
Huh?
I hope a lot.
You ready for this? I will tell our audio listeners the answer in a minute, but
She's a mime.
That's it.
She's Mrs. Mime.
Yeah.
I have 7 shifts between now and the 13th. Welcome to working in inventory. Nobody wants you in before Christmas.
Yeah,
they're too busy cleaning up after the masses have destroyed their store.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, they're waiting on Santa Claus.
Yeah, absolutely waiting on Santa Claus.
Everybody's waiting on Santa Claus around this time.
I've looked into it. I'm not ignoring.
Yeah, she's done the research. She's on this case.
Yeah.
No, the advice people have given me. I've looked into it. I just don't have the funds to do that right now.
They're probably cheap right now because it's Black Friday. Probably find a wedge pillow really cheap.
How much is really cheap when you factor in the Canadian factor?
Okay, I just looked in. I went on the old Amazon, and of course I typed in wedge pillow. As soon as I typed in wedge pillow, the next words that came up on Amazon was for sleep apnea.
There you go. Yeah,
I know.
And all I see is a bunch of Black Friday deals.
Yeah, how much are we talking though?
I'm telling you right now, $31.99, $36.99, $38, $29, $36, $35, $31, $31, $27, $28.
Sold.
Now that's American. Let me do this on my end.
Yes, in Canada it's gonna be $600, $650, $800.
Plus a beaver pelt.
Yes.
Yeah, I would assume.
Hey, yeah, no, still not an option. Jesus Christ.
Well, if I'm correct, because I think you told me this, Canada doesn't have like Black Friday like we have it right now.
Oh, I have like Amazon, so we have Black Friday deals. They're just not good because it's an American holiday.
Your Black Friday just sucks. That's the difference.
Yeah, basically.
Understandable. Yeah, it's Canada.
Yeah.
Canada suck.
Like, really, we've only been doing Black Friday for like 5-6 years. Before that, all of those type of deals would be on Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas. So,
yeah, should be on Leif Erikson Day.
Yep,
that makes
more
sense to me.
I'll send you a pillow for a beaver pelt. I don't know where you think I live. I haven't seen a beaver ever. Like, I don't know where you think I am. There's no beavers around here. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm not a skilled hunter. Like,
you would set traps. You don't really shoot them. You would set a trap.
I don't believe that at all.
At least that's how they did it back in the day, when they were like hunting those things to extinction. Almost.
No, I'm more processing the "I don't believe you're not a skilled hunter" comment from Delvin.
Believe that. As much games you play, I'm quite sure you're an excellent hunter.
Right?
Oh, yeah, because that totally translates to
Horizon.
Playing video games.
Play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Red
you
Dead.
saw me playing Horizon before. Yeah.
I imagine you're just like Aloy. Just out here, just hiding in the bushes and just swiping.
So I guess I should explain why people.
I could see like Hayley, like picking up the bow and be like, "Where's the X button that fires?"
Yes, that's exactly what you would do.
Sure. So I guess I should explain why people might have seen me jumping around between games today. Dev knows because Dev was my tech support. So, I started experiencing this weird issue I've never had before. Like, I didn't have this issue with the base PS5. My HDR on my TV just started randomly turning on and off, kind of like a pass-through issue.
Okay.
But it's not like the signal from the PS5. It's just the HDR. So Dev and I thought it might be the TV. Well, I was like, I'm going to try a new HDMI cord. So did that, and knock on wood, it's been pretty solid so far. But I did call GameStop. If it ends up being the unit, I can until January 12th just switch it up for another PS5 Pro. But
They
it's really
still have
weird.
some in the stock.
Yeah, they
What?
yes, for an $1,100 console in Canada around Christmas, absolutely.
There.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have the supply chain issues that we had with the PS5 because of the pandemic and whatnot. So it
Correct.
makes sense
Yeah.
that the supply would be and the inventory would be a little bit more robust.
Also,
than
even
with
if
the
they
previous console.
didn't have any in stock and they had to like wait for me, they'd just put all the credit for it on a gift card, and then they'd call me when they had one. So, that would just suck. Yeah, I'm not fucking buying. I don't want a base PS5. I bought the Pro for a reason. Like,
Yes,
also, I don't have a Costco membership, so
she bought the Pro so she cannot sleep.
That's what I was thinking.
But she can have the Pro.
Can you use the Pro as a wedge pillow?
Yes, it's about the size of one.
Hey man, I bought that before. Hey, John, as somebody who doesn't sleep, I highly disagree with that. Just saying.
Yeah,
Sleep is
important.
wonderful, but like, I don't get any. And I bought this before we got my diagnosis, just to be clear. So,
of course, Donnie shows up now.
Yeah.
Brett, fuck going on. Yeah. No, so the rest of my week, I have I caught up on Superman and Lois finally. So
I forgot that was a show.
Huh?
I completely forgot that was a show.
Oh, it's a great show, and
I'm quite sure it is.
There's 2 episodes left for the whole series. So
yeah, aren't they doing Doomsday?
Well, this final season has been like an odd telling of like Doomsday and whatnot. I feel like this show is gonna end with whatever happened to the Man of Steel. So,
whatever happened to him?
Well, that's a comic where Superman gives up his powers and is never seen again. So it's weird. But
that's what the fuck you call him for, Donnie. I messaged
you. He's like, hey man, what about the laptop, bro?
I messaged him in the Discord. Didn't respond to that, but he comes and asks about this goddamn laptop.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Send me your information now. See the money this week.
Oh my god. That's for Delvin Jr., right?
Where's my money?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Goddamn Stewie Griffin.
Yeah.
No. So I finished that, and then mostly I've just been playing games. So I played today while troubleshooting my weird tech issue I had. I've played a bit of Callisto Protocol. I've played Horizon. I've played some Star Wars Outlaws. And I have played a lot of Dragon Age, which, I started over. So I'm at the beginning of the game again. So
I think Callisto Protocol is good on the Pro.
Maybe?
That's not a good answer.
It doesn't really like. I'm not noticing any difference for Callisto itself.
I feel like we got scammed. But this expensive ass console, and our response is, I'm not noticing any difference for every goddamn game we bought.
I can tell of differences in other games. Callisto, I'm not really noticing any difference. Also, I have to laugh that the game allows you to put so I looked at the graphic settings for Callisto, and it allows you to put the game in 8K, even if your television doesn't support it.
Because they're lying to you.
Right.
That's
why do you even
want to?
Why do you even have that option for me? If I go into the video settings on my PlayStation, it literally goes, "Hey, connected HDMI cable does not support 8K." No shit.
Yeah. They're lying to you. It's like when you go to the flea market and they tell you something works and you know it doesn't work, but you buy it anyway, knowing that you're just wasting your goddamn money. Yeah, you fell for the trick. Yeah, this is an 8K. Yeah, 8K, whatever. It's 100K.
Also,
whatever.
I wouldn't play I wouldn't play at 8K anyways because it'd be locked at 30 frames, and that's fucking gross.
Guy slaps hood of car. This baby can get 8K any day of the week.
How many Ks you want? 8?
Yeah, man.
Got a couple more Ks in the back.
Shit, if I hit up my cousin, I might be able to get 12.
Yeah.
Tell us anything.
Also, that Final Transmission DLC, the final boss of that still sucks. I've never personally beat that DLC. I have seen how it ends, which, by the way, fuck off with how that ends because it's real fucking stupid. I cannot believe that the DLC for Callisto Protocol literally pulls a Lost.
What did Lost do again? It was all about the devil and God or something like that.
They were dead the whole time.
Oh, that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's straight up how that DLC ends. Like, the entire time you're playing the DLC, and then it ends, and it's like, turns out your character was dead the whole time.
I appreciate that Hayley managed to spoil Lost and the Callisto Protocol at the same time. She's not helping with just spoiling one franchise for somebody. I'm going to spoil multiple franchises at the same time.
Also, Lost was a while ago, wasn't it? I mean,
Lost is like
Callisto Protocol was not.
No, that is true.
Also, I'm only spoiling the DLC.
That apparently was not very good at all. So,
I mean, you get a better weapon than you do in the base game with it, but like you can't use that weapon in the main game.
That is good. That is the good.
Smoking Joe is correct.
Princess of the Spoil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how I remember Lost, because I did not watch it at all, except for like 3 parties that we had where we'd have people come over to my apartment and watch it.
Like Devil and God and stuff.
Yeah,
like Devil and God and stuff.
Describing Lost like a goddamn stoner, like Jesus and shit.
Look, man, have you ever watched Lost on
There was this island, and there was Jesus and shit.
Yeah,
I've never watched anything on weed because I've never smoked it.
There's a bald guy, a fat guy, a guy with black hair, a guy with long hair, and some women.
They had every goddamn stereotype they possibly could have on Lost.
Oh, 100%.
Black guy, Asian guy, bald,
By the
white
way,
guy.
By the way, I have never watched Lost. I only know how it ends because of the pilot episode of Arrow, which they literally reference.
Yes.
Okay, sure. There you go.
Like, no, straight up. Oliver comes back from the island, has dinner with his friend, and he goes, "Oh yeah, and Lost, they were dead the whole time." That's like, just literally that.
All right, let's stop spoiling stuff.
Uh-huh.
How was your week, Snerts?
Hold on, I wasn't finished.
At the end,
gonna spoil something else.
At the end, he does eat the green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
They do eat the green eggs and ham. That's what happens.
I wasn't finished. Sorry. I also played. I re-downloaded. So I want to say that some of these pro updates are just weird. So like I played Star Wars Outlaws, right? There's no like you know how if you play on a regular PS5 it gives you performance or like quality mode?
Yeah.
There's no toggle for that on the Pro. There's no toggle at all. It's just one mode. Like you don't even have a toggle. So it's just the quality mode. It's 60 frames on Pro. It's real weird.
I think it is. I think they might have changed it. I don't remember. I have to go back in the settings again. I think there is 3 modes to it. I have to look at it again though.
Where would I look though? Because I literally looked in graphics and display, and there's no toggle there for me on the Pro. Like I have it downloaded on the system now.
I gotta look at it later.
Yeah,
I can't tell you right now, but I have to look at it later. But I think there was one because I know they had an update for it, but I don't remember what it was exactly.
Well, the update came out yesterday for the DLC that changed like all the Force stealth and stuff. But like,
which we'll talk about.
Yep, we will talk about that in a bit. That like it looks prettier. But I don't know if I'm actually using the Pro mode because I can't find a toggle. Horizon, like I said, I was I was testing stuff today. So I've really only played a couple parts of Dragon Age and Horizon, but I've been having a blast with stuff. So yeah, There, now I'm finished. Now you can ask Snerts how his week's been instead of cutting me off.
No, we were cutting you off.
And now you'll cut me
how's
off.
your week been?
I'll start talking about my stuff, and then Haley be like, "Oh yeah, and one more thing."
I swear, Snerts, if you mention an episode of goddamn Arrow or Supernatural, we're in this fucking show.
You know me. If anything, it's going to be The Simpsons, but I will not go there.
Point.
I did watch, however, the latest episode of the Game Changer doc that's on Max, and it did Call of Duty, which I thought was a very interesting story. I knew a little bit about the background, but I was also I didn't know quite the details in the journey and how it related to Medal of Honor, and there was Activision and EA and Infinity War and Treyarch and all these other players. And I also forgot that Steven Spielberg was like really big in the gaming industry in like the 80s and 90s. With his DreamWorks Interactive company that he was a part of, and his role that he played. I just thought people saw Saving Private Ryan and they're like, "Oh, let's use that as our first level for Medal of Honor, a World War II game." I thought it just kind of made sense. I didn't know he had an integral part in that development. So that was more entertaining, and like we were saying on PSVG, like it's actually more modern gaming versus the same old story about Nintendo and Atari and stuff like that. So that was an enjoyable episode. I also watched the Dune Prophecy, which is fine. It's more Dune, the production value seems to be as good as the movies that recently came out. So I'll be in for that weird sci-fi stuff and the spice. And then playing, I didn't play. I'm sorry.
People say that Dune show's really good. But then
it started off well.
It's good. They say they like Dune a lot.
Yes,
I've never watched Dune, so
they're planting a couple seeds with this first episode, and it seems very similar to the movies, where there's these great houses and power struggles and marriages and betrayals, and people playing the Game of Thrones, so to speak. But it's Dune with spice and worms and other things. So I don't know. I'm going to continue to watch it. I thought they did a good job with the first episode, introducing everything and kind of setting up where they're going for the season.
Good.
Yeah. And then I've been fishing for games because I beat Ghost again, and I've landed in Titanfall 2. I finally got over the kind of boring introductions and training parts of that game. And once you got into the main event, it was much more enjoyable.
I want to point out, mentioning you that you're playing Titanfall 2. This is not like me saying another game. I love that my PS5 told me you played like 8 different games for the first time this week. Like literally every time I turned on my PlayStation, it was like Joshua Stearns has played this for the first time. Joshua Stearns has played this for the first time.
It's so strange because I played Titanfall before.
I do not like that function. Stop telling on me.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first time I played it in a while, but I was already through the training part. Of the,
I did not see Titanfall, but what I did see was Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yes.
Batman Return to Arkham.
Yes.
Mafia Definitive Edition.
Yeah, and Mafia 2, but I didn't start that one. Yeah, so you could tell I was fishing. Like I was just trying to find a game to hook me.
Yeah, every time. No, I'm not stalking.
That is 100% accurate. Haley straight up be stalking people.
Yeah,
100%.
That's
then he watched some hentai, and
it's
then
literally like I don't go searching for this. I turn it on and it's right there at the bottom, and like the welcome hub. It's like so and so played this for the first time. I'm like, okay.
The thing I find weird about that is maybe it's the first time on my PS5, maybe versus because I played Arkham before. I just downloaded it again and reinstalled basically.
That feature tracks like the first time you played it on your PS5. It's not like on
yeah,
that's not gonna help you when that wouldn't help you at all.
Yeah, there's a terrible movie based off of that, Donnie. It didn't turn out well for those people.
The Call of Duties too, man. I put in the Modern Warfare. I played the first level. I'm like, I'm bored. And then put Modern Warfare 2. I played the first level. I'm bored. I tried to do the 2019 Modern Warfare, and I got through like 2 missions, and then it said I needed to install another campaign pack, and I was like, go fuck yourself. I'm sick of this shit. I haven't really. So I just want to play the goddamn game. What the fuck?
Modern Warfare 2019 was before they put it all in the Call of Duty hub, and so it's like 3
a
or
fucking mess.
6 packs you need to download to play the whole campaign.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, you got to add the special ops." I'm like, "I don't want to play special ops. I want to play the campaign."
You do it for campaign because it's related to the campaign. Like it's so dumb. Yeah,
fucking stupid. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in the Discord earlier. Are you actually gonna get rid of it, or are you just gonna like give it to Jack? What's going on there, Donnie?
He's not giving that to Jack.
You know what? I was having fun too. The first couple levels of that 2019 game were great, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like back to the Middle East kind of thing." And we're doing, like an undercover guy or special ops guy trying to get the rebels going. I was like, "Oh, this will be fun." And then it was just like, no more campaign for you. And they just
pretty much.
Yeah, it's also weird to play the new Modern Warfare campaigns and see what's her name, the Farah or whatever her name is, because she's Victoria Newman in The Boys.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't make that connection. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I also have been looking into the Power Rangers. I think it's Rita's Revenge and the G.I. Joe side scroller brawlers that have come out or will be coming out soon. I did not hear.
G.I. Joe was out. Well, we can talk about it right now, real quick. The G.I. Joe one came out yesterday on PlayStation store.
You played it all?
I played it on Steam. I didn't play it on PlayStation.
What'd you think of it?
It's good. It's a brawler G.I. Joe game that's pretty fun.
I heard it was kind of not as good as Shredder's Revenge.
No, it's not as good as Shredder's Revenge.
Okay, but it's still decent. What's the price point on that one?
I think it's full price on PlayStation Store. So Steam had it at a discount. It was like I want to say it was $15 on Steam and it's like $25 on PlayStation.
Oh, that's worth it. Okay. Yeah, sure. If I could play Snake Eyes and Duke and whatever for that, the Power Rangers one also sounds kind of interesting too, because apparently you like eventually control the big Zoid robot or whatever the fuck it's called.
You get to control the Zords,
and then like it seems like if you're playing with multiple people, you kind of take turns doing certain moves, like people control arms or whatnot, which sounds kind of terrible but also intriguing.
Yes, they should let people each play control one part of the Zord.
I think that's what I saw for this review.
That sounds like a disaster.
But yeah, like one person will do something to charge up, and then you get an extra special attack or something like that, and then you charge up the other part, and you continue to charge up the sword so you can go in for the final blow.
It's like Exodia, but one person is controlling each part of the body.
Right. So when the big guy's coming at you,
like left arm.
Right.
The left arm of Exodia.
Yeah. Now, I could be wrong because it was a very busy work day, and I was watching this video while doing reporting.
And it was very high.
No, not yet. That came later. That's when you were like, "Oh, we'll get on at 6:30." I'm like, "I know what I'm doing." That's pretty much it. I will probably end up picking up that G.I. Joe game though, if it has the Delvin seal of approval. Because I love the franchise and I love brawlers, so seems like my kind of game.
Yeah, it's okay. It's generic, but it's not saying much. It's probably gonna be the best G.I. Joe game you've played.
that is not a high bar. I don't even know if I played a G.I. Joe game, to be honest.
None of them are good.
Yeah,
you know what? The NES one was not bad.
Okay.
NES one was kind of the same thing as this, a side scroller game, and you kind of like Contra-ish. You just running around with a Joe and just shooting Cobra. That's what this is.
I wonder what like G.I. Joe could be good for like an RTS game or something like that. One of you controls Cobra, the other controls the Joes. I can see that happening.
Or people who make Spec Ops: The Line make a G.I. Joe game.
That's even better. Yeah, I mean, we've had these discussions before. Instead of just doing the side scroller brawler stuff, do more with our IP. Give me that God of War Thundercats game. Yeah,
make something cool. People, and the thing about it is nostalgia sells. I know people keep saying, "Oh, these are old franchises that people don't care about." No, they care about them. And people buy the things. Like people buy the things based off of these 20, 30-year-old franchises. That's why when I walk into a Target, I see a whole section of toys from the fucking 80s. And those are the ones that are selling out. And the ones that are made like now, they like, we ain't buying that shit.
Yeah, my buddy mentioned that too. He's like, "Wow, I feel like I'm a kid again." There's Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man. Like,
And it's not only is it Batman and X-Men, it's your Batman, it's your
Right.
X-Men. You
Right.
go and Target, there's X-Men 97, Batman, like from the animated series.
Right.
It's the old Ninja Turtles. That's the shit that's selling. Like, yeah.
And then you go into the Lego section, and it's your Star Wars, your Harry Potter, your whatever IP they have for that. So
That are like 90% markup, and like a small 500 piece Lego set is now like $75. Like,
of course. So what this tells us is we never truly grow up.
No.
Just grown ass big babies buying the same shit over and over again.
And a bunch of people like buying it for their children or nephew or niece.
I tell them, this is for me. This is for me. Yeah. Fuck them kids. I'm not buying this for them. They don't even like Transformers. This is for me.
I was just going to say, like, that's my Optimus Prime. You stay the fuck away from them. Yeah. So what have you been up to, Delvin? What have you been playing besides G.I. Joe?
I've just been busy, man. Shit's just, we recorded a PSVG this week. Donnie and Dev was out. They took a much needed break, so that's good. I'm happy that they were able to take that time off. Recorded the fun episodes of it. It'll probably be up soon. Just a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, it was a fun show. Real active chat.
Yeah, it was. Definitely was. Just been really busy this week, man. The good thing is next week, apparently, I'm not going to be as busy, which is going to be fun because, Thanksgiving's coming. And then I talked to one of my new bosses today, and they're like, you guys going to have Thanksgiving and Black Friday off. And this is the first time I've ever had a Black Friday off. So I'm excited. Congrats.
Yeah, nice.
I'm hyped. I'm like, I'm off. They're like, yeah, you're off.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm not excited for Black Friday. I have to work on Black Friday in a store that does massive deals.
Haley, we did your section already. Leave me alone.
I know.
We talked about you for 30 minutes. Let me have my goddamn moment, woman.
Yeah, I have to say, like,
I'll let you have your moment. I'll let you have your moment. You'll at least expect when I'll let you have your moment.
I'm just stay quiet.
I've had since I've been working in advertising, I've had the full 4-day weekends for Thanksgiving, and it's amazing. Like every time, it's great.
I have never, not one time.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. Because I used to work retail, so I know them. Like I worked at Linens and Things in Bed Bath and Beyond, and like I do not miss Black Fridays whatsoever. It was always just chaos.
The closest I've ever had was the moments where you have like it's not even like not even like Thanksgiving, like when you have Christmas Eve on a Thursday, Christmas on a Friday.
Sure.
Then you have Saturday and Sunday off. That's the closest I've had. And those were great.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
I'm also spoiled that I get Christmas through New Year's off, and because the 2nd is a Thursday and the 3rd is a Friday, I went to my boss. I'm like, I am calling those 2 days for PTO. I want Smart 2 full weeks. So yeah, it's nice. Like I thought more people got this, and when I started talking to my friends, even people have like my friend's a paralegal, and she doesn't get this kind of stuff either.
No, we have real jobs, Snerts.
Yeah.
Your
well,
jobs, you have a fun
advertising is not important, so we can take 2 weeks off. People still buy shit.
just make the ad fun, Snerts.
Oh, see, I don't make the ads. I'm the budget dude, so I just move
so you make sure
around.
They don't go out of budget.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I manage
like, that looks a little expensive.
Yeah, like we had to figure out how much it would cost to get 3 giant penguin kites from New Zealand to Los Angeles for a shoot. So that was fun.
Like when you say a penguin kite, you mean a kite shaped like a penguin, right?
Like a giant kite that's shaped like a penguin.
Why they just didn't make the kite in fucking America?
Well, because apparently this New Zealand vendor had a better deal. Even with the shipping.
Hey, what would them tariffs come?
Yeah. Well, there's
Give me the top dollar for the fucking penguins.
I don't make the decisions. The client does, and as long as the client's on board, and the whatever, that's all I care about. And telling them when they're out of money. So,
yes.
Yeah.
You're broke.
I actually do the Donnie thing where you're chasing down people for money. You're like, "Where's my money? I need the money." Well, you got money for a new mustache, but you can't pay us. So anyway, but that's great, man. Enjoy it. You see, you're gonna be hanging out with family. Are you gonna be able to play some games?
No, absolutely not hanging out with family. Fuck that.
Yeah, you're gonna just lock yourself away with your PlayStation Pro, and
that is the plan. That is the
Nice.
plan, to lock myself away. Not even like, I'm not even in the mood to really celebrate Thanksgiving. This has been a rough year. And I'm like, man, I just want to sit down, not think of nothing, just relax, play video games, and cut my brain off. It's been a lot.
Lock your doors, turn off your phone.
Yeah, might do all those things. Turn off my phone, because based off my job, motherfuckers will probably call me like, hey, I need something. Like, get off my motherfucking line. On Thanksgiving, you need something done? No, you don't need something done. Leave me alone.
It's my day off. Leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly.
I do that now. People have problems with it. Like, what you mean? I'll tell you, buddy.
An old coworker had a great sign on their desk that always said, it was like, your lack of planning is not my emergency. And I was like, that is the best thing I've ever seen. It's so good.
Sign. It's a solid sign.
I would like just point to the sign. Be like, look.
I've seen people use that in like generally that's a good line, but like I've seen people use it to be like, well, you didn't plan for this family member to die. Not my problem. That's
different.
Not what that's about. Like,
no,
come on now.
That doesn't work the same.
Yeah, I know, but like I've seen people try and use that for that, and I'm like, how do you plan for someone to die? What?
Right.
Well, you can, but that's not legal. You can't just be like, all right.
Yeah, if you plan, that's premeditated murder. Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I've seen those Law and Order episodes. I know what's up.
Also, I like how you go to Law and Order and not like Criminal Minds or CSI. Like,
Law and Order.
I'm Dick Wolf, baby, all the way.
Fuck Dick Wolf. Fuck that guy.
We need to immediately change his name to Dick Wolf.
Am I able to do that without like leaving the?
Yes.
All right, I'll try that.
Look.
That's like when.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
When Spider Pig says that's all, folks, and like Peter Parker's like, can he even say that legally? Like,
yeah.
Dick Wolf's a good porn name too.
Yeah,
it's a great porn name.
Dick Wolf.
Yeah. I much prefer like the CSI Criminal Minds.
So you don't prefer the Dick Wolf as the porn name? You said it. We were talking about that. And you were like, I much prefer. Like, okay, you prefer a different porn name?
He's more like, I'm more of a cock.
I would absolutely prefer a different porn name than Dick Wolf for obvious reasons, sir.
I would hope so. You don't you just interjected yourself with, well, I much prefer. I'm like, oh, whoa. What name is Haley going to come up with?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's what. Welcome to what I do all the time, Snerts.
Yeah. That's
in my head. When I know I'm gonna see something crazy, I'm like, yeah, never mind.
Nope.
Or he'll just go in my DMs and be like, I was gonna make this joke, but I was worried people might take it the wrong way, and then I find it the most funniest fucking thing imaginable.
Or I just say a wild sexual comment in Haley's DM to her.
Yeah,
that's how I do it. That's how.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Fun times.
Fun times.
Hey, at least I'm not wearing a tank top today.
I'm not coming on that.
Oh, you silly gooses.
So, right, do we have any stories?
Let's move on to the news before Donnie kills us.
Yeah.
What's a news?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, depending on your definition, a noose can be.
Yeah. Are we going for? Do I need some like lemon wedges and a belt?
That's a whole different type of party.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So we have 6 hours with Avowed, and I'm already thinking it's one of the 2025's best games, according to John Walker here on Kotaku. So this is Obsidian's action adventure RPG, has a rock solid opening. I'm assuming Hayley, you were excited for this.
It's Obsidian. It's set in the Pillars of Eternity universe. So yes, I'm very excited for it. I should point out it's a Kotaku link because it's the only site I can copy. Well, not only, but like it's one of the only sites that I can copy like a snippet into the doc and not have it do the stupid like background that I can't change and like gives me a headache to read.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Delvin, you know how the show notes for PSBG do the black background with the white writing?
Correct. I do know that.
Yeah. So looking at those notes for whatever reason gives me a migraine. So like I try to find sites where I can copy and not have it do that because you can't, for whatever reason, it just doesn't go away. So like.
Yeah, you can also paste without formatting, and that will copy whatever the format is for the doc.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's how whenever I'm copying and pasting back, I always do paste without formatting, so that way it just matches whatever the default font and text is. So little tips, tricks of the trade.
This is really riveting stuff. Can we talk about
Come on.
If you hit Control C first, and then you hit Control V.
I'm excited for Avowed. I don't know if it's gonna come like pretty soon after launch to like PlayStation. I imagine it will because Pentiment did, and that was Obsidian, and basically, Phil Spencer said there's no red lines, and they're trying to angle to make more money, so we'll see what happens. Either way, even if I'm not able to play it at launch, I'm still excited. Previews look good, and I wanted to figure others might have opinions on it.
The screenshots look fine, like right up my alley when it comes to these kind of fantasy games. I have no idea what the Pillars of Eternity is, so I think that's the only reason I'm a little lost with it.
So Pillars of Eternity is basically like a D&D style RPG.
Oh, look at that! Yes, it is. Neat.
Yeah. So like it's, I don't mean like D&D, like as in proper D&D. Like it's not Baldur's Gate, but like it is
top down action RPG. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a CRPG for sure, but like it's not using like D&D system. It's its own custom like rule set and world.
Okay, so this is like their Helldivers 2 attempt to get into a more first person, it looks like, experience.
Yeah, it's just using their like RPG veterans to make like an actual first person RPG. So I'm excited for it.
I'm gonna be honest. I may be in the minority, probably because I'm black, but I have no interest in this game at all.
Oh,
and I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it feels like there's a lot of goddamn RPGs coming out in this same vein right now that I'd rather play. Like, even if you go back, even if you want to go like, okay, Final Fantasy 7, then you want to go to Dragon Age, then you want to go to Metal Fantasio, and it's so much stuff to play. I'm like, all right, bro, I can't play all these. I got to just pick one and play that.
Yeah. So which one are you picking to stick with?
Dragon Age.
Okay. How far are you?
I'm still not that far because I stopped playing to get through Outlaws because I was enjoying my time with Outlaws.
Okay.
So much. So I'm going to play Outlaws. Then I'm going to go through Dragon Age. I want to say I was 10, 12 hours on the Dragon Age.
Okay.
Then after I get through Dragon Age, then I'm going to go through Final Fantasy because that's the one I want to play a lot too. So in terms of those RPGs, then I go from there. But this I can't play another one of these games. There's too many coming out like around the same time, and there's like Avowed is like one of many at this point.
Yeah, that is a fair point. One of the reasons I haven't pulled the trigger in getting the new Dragon Age game is I was thinking to myself, like, maybe I'll just play Baldur's Gate again.
Yeah, and I was going to say that's another one. Baldur's Gate is so many that's out,
especially with all the mods.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Snerts, if you play Baldur's Gate again, just know for mods, there was hotfix went live like yesterday, so there's currently a limit for how many mods can be active on one save file on the console at a time.
It's like 100 or something like that.
It is 100, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's a lot.
I thought there was plenty. Well, I was like, I think I have like 6.
I have 70 installed. You can have more installed. You just can only have 100 active per save.
Yeah, it still seems like a lot, but
that seems like a lot.
Yeah, and again, this is not permanent. This is a current hot fix to address performance issues. Another fix down the line will allow you to have more active. So,
Okay.
this is I mean, I'm excited for some of the mods they've been adding. There's one I really want that hasn't shown up yet, but but no, I totally get your point that like there's too many of these coming out at the same time. But I'm just like I like RPGs, and I don't really do anything else with my free time,
Yeah.
So,
But you play a lot of games. You get through a lot of games, so this makes sense for you.
it does. But also like I don't know. I don't really know what else to do with my free time. Like I'm gonna be real. Most of my friends are online. I have one locally, but they're in another city. So
Yeah.
you guys are in the States, and
Yeah. Well,
everybody else is in the States or in Sweden or like
Poland.
Poland.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, Sweden. That's so fun.
Like-
I love my Swedish people.
Leaf Erickson Day.
Very cool.
But like all of my friends are basically online, so I don't know what else to do with my free time because like I'm not gonna go spend $20-$30 to go see a movie by myself. Like,
why not? That's fun.
Yeah, I've done that before.
hi, I have like extreme anxiety and don't like being perceived in public
See,
by myself.
this is the thing. Just go to the movies.
I mean,
go to the theater when the movie is like go to like an afternoon show and nobody's fucking there. That's what I do. That's the best time to go.
Yeah, I usually like going Sunday mornings with all like the old folks. It's great.
Like, ask me how replacing my wardrobe's going. Not well, because like I don't like being in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a problem. You want to go in public.
I'm not going naked in public, sir.
Who said that?
Who said naked?
Uh-huh.
That was an extreme.
Well, no.
He was like go streaking through the goddamn quad up to the
I know
gymnasium.
he wasn't. I just wanted to catch him off guard because I'm not usually the one to make the comments.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I can only watch movies in the nude, and it gives me anxiety because I know people are looking at me.
I cannot believe that. That's not going on air. I'm not saying that out loud.
Yeah. That's fine. You can say it. It's okay.
That's so funny.
How did it get from Avowed to this?
I don't know.
Let's tell us how whack this game is. Like, we ain't talking about the goddamn game.
No.
This fake ass, I'm looking at the picture, this fake ass Soulless. He looks like Timu Soulless.
Yeah, basically. Some of these do. I don't know. I like RPGs. They're fun for me. Also, again, still love the Dragon Age actually like canonically lets you make your character trans. Like
that's dope.
it actually plays a part in the narrative. Like it's the first game I've seen actually like narratively include it. Like some character customizations allow you to like go, hey, here's your pronouns and all that, but like the story itself doesn't really acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Dragon Age's story does. It's nice. So
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Really dope.
The only thing that really interested me was the Obsidian is working on it, and they have a track record for fun RPGs all the way back from my experience with Fallout New Vegas, and I believe they also did KOTOR 2, if I'm not mistaken.
They did.
So
they did do KOTOR 2.
I think that's the only thing that really piqued me about that. But who knows? 2 years from now, it could be dirt cheap, and I'll be like, hey, I'm willing for another fantasy run. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
They've got a fun comedic sense of style with their RPGs as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
They're working on Avowed. They're also working on the Outer Worlds 2, so that'll be fun as well.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That might be fun to go back into that universe.
Yeah, I agree.
If I have to eat one more lab experiment in this sprat fucked colony, I'm gonna poke someone's eye out.
Yeah.
Yes. I also like the first town you come across, like there's just people literally being buried from like some kind of like disease or something like that breaks
Yeah.
out in the factory town. And I'm just like, oh, this is starting off cheerful. Like you look at
then,
the box, you look at the promo art and everything, and it's all like bright and colorful and out of this world. And then like the first town you come up to, like burying people every day.
Yeah. I love their style of humor.
All right, so we got some Outlaws news. They are removing forced stealth, it sounds like. So Star Wars Outlaws will remove most of the game's instant fail stealth objectives in a forthcoming update. The game, which was released earlier this year, initially featured several sections where players would receive a game over screen if they were spotted by an enemy, even if they had a chance to escape without an alarm being raised. So people complained, and then Drew, oh, here we go. Reichner? Close enough.
I have not heard their name pronounced, so I got no idea.
So Big Drew, the game's new creative director, said player choice has always been a core focus of Star Wars Outlaws, but after listening to your feedback, we've realized there's more we can do to give you even greater freedom, as in like not piss you off so you actually play the game.
Yes.
Well, they've like overhauled. So the forthcoming patch, by the way, released yesterday alongside the game's first DLC, which is now out as well.
With Lando.
Yes, with Lando. And so some of the things they've included is you can now holster like two-handed weapons when climbing up a ladder instead of having to fucking drop them.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's a good change.
I was just arguing with Dev about that the other day. I was like, why you can't holster these weapons?
Yeah. No, I get I like the fact that like once it's depleted, it's done and you throw it away. I like that aspect of it, but you're right.
That was cool. But like you'd pick one up and there'd be a ladder where you have to climb right there. I'm saying.
Like you get a sniper rifle, you need to climb into position to use a sniper rifle, and they're like, I can't carry this.
Yeah, it's like, what is wrong with this person? It's something.
Yeah.
Why does this person just? I cannot carry weapons up ladders.
Han Solo could carry that up a ladder. I can tell you that.
Like, I'm shooting this gun, and then I bump into something, and the gun falls. I can't use the gun anymore. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
So you can now holster.
Really good.
You can now holster those weapons while climbing ladders or riding your speeder. So like you don't drop them to get on the speeder as well.
Good.
As far as I know, they still are done when depleted, which makes sense.
Which is great.
But like I haven't played much, right? I was really just looking at like graphics and trying to make sure my TV wasn't flickering or whatnot, right? But like that was changed. Most of the force stealth, including in like syndicate areas. So like you know how you couldn't use your weapons in like
you can't use your weapons
areas of the hubs,
the cartels areas.
Yeah, you can do that now.
Good.
I don't know if that's really needed. To be honest, it kind of made sense. You wouldn't want to like go to a big town where they have cartel like bases and just start blasting people in these major city hubs. I thought that like had a nice different feel than when you would go out into the bigger game world.
I'm gonna be real with you, Snerts. That pissed me the fuck off because I like Star Wars Outlaws, but man, you're giving me a weapon. There's an entire area of this map I just can't use it. No, like not even to kill people, but like like not even to kill people. I can't stun people with my gun that has a stun mode on it. Like.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you the stun gun. That sounds fine, but I don't think you should be going in and shooting up like the cartel bases in the big cities. It does make sense to be able to use the stun gun.
We talk about Star Wars Outlaws in the update.
Yeah.
And I also didn't know the new DLC dropped, so maybe that's what I'll be playing this weekend.
Because you bought the edition that came with it, right?
Yeah. I love Lando. Yeah. Come here, you space pirate. He's so good with the capes. I love it.
If you bought the season pass, the first two outfit packs are also available for free as well. So
okay, yeah, I think I got the gold edition or whatever that came with the 2 DLC packs. So I'll have to boot that up. Yeah. Well, I do think I'm in the minority where like I just kind of got used to all its little quirks as a game. And after I figured out that like every time I'm about to go into this like cartel section of a city, I'm going to save just in case something stupid happens. But I totally agree that using the stun gun makes sense. Being able to holster weapons makes sense. And hopefully more people will enjoy it, because I really liked Outlaws. It's like one of my favorite new games of the year that came out this year.
I'm enjoying it a lot too. And I think
yeah.
these quality of life things will help me enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah,
Good.
there's more planned. There's more quality of life updates planned, but like the big ones are like no forced stealth. Like you're not gonna fail a mission if you get caught now.
Yeah.
And you can carry weapons up ladders, which I still don't understand how that didn't like make it through QA and be like, maybe this is dumb. Like
known shippable.
It's just things that these quality of life things that will make the game a lot more fun. I get that people saying that, hey, yeah, these little forced stealth things are important to the story because it falls in line with what they think the character would do and could do. But at the same time, I like that when you take that away, it gives the game kind of like a Far Cry feel, where you kind of go even a Metal Gear feel, when you go into these kind of encampments and you have to you fuck up, you have to just figure your way out of it, and when you get to those sections where those stormtroopers are coming, as the great Charles Barkley said, when them boys coming, they coming.
I totally agree. It has a Far Cry to me is the perfect comparison to it. And I remember once I got all the perks, or at least a majority of the perks unlocked, and I was going to this base, I was in there for 30 minutes just destroying. They just kept coming. I kept blasting. and
so
it was
anyways,
a lot of fun.
I started blasting.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was a blast. And then you get the Imperial like super black troopers coming in and all that other kind of stuff, and they're extra strong and big. And it was a lot of fun. I'm actually now very excited to go back into that after this conversation.
I will say, on the forced stealth aspect, I want to point out it's very weird to see games do forced stealth, because you know what genre doesn't do forced stealth?
Stealth games.
Which one?
Stealth games. Do you know why?
Because it's stupid.
Because they were the first genre to figure out it frustrates players beyond like all like hell.
I know many people who would not play Splinter Cell because it was it's just too much, especially in the first game when you're at the Chinese embassy or something like that, and you can't use any weapons, you can't get caught with any cameras or by any people. So yeah, I understand the frustration people feel when it's
and so like you deal with that, and then you want the ability to escape and get back into stealth and that, and so like they were the first genre to figure out forced stealth never really works well.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as smooth as the Horizon or Ghost game, where you're just like stealth action, a very higher clip. This one is more kind of, okay, I tried stealth, I got 6 people taken care of and one objective done. Now it's time to start blasting fools. All right.
But it's a great game.
Yes. So let's see here. Our next one, CD Projekt has no plans for a CyberPunk PS5 Pro patch. It's pretty enough already.
Yeah. You're like, what are we doing that for?
So people tend to forget that CyberPunk is almost 5 years old at this point. And also, anyone who is working on Cyberpunk 2077 is now working on the sequel. And their next big game in development is The Witcher 4, whatever that ends up being, because we know it's not going to focus on Geralt. But it would be cool, but I think Cyberpunk would be a rare issue. But that game is very heavily CPU focused, so you're not going to get much of a boost out of it.
That's a good point. That it is. It was 2020 when the game came out. It seems like it was just yesterday.
To be fair. Assassin's Creed Syndicate got an update.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that in the notes, but now that you mention it, that was so out of nowhere. What the fuck? I was literally at work on Monday and I saw that, and I was I was walking to go see my work to explain why I didn't show up on Monday, and I got that notification. I'm like, huh? What do you?
Yeah,
what?
It's weird.
Like, all right, cool. Are we gonna go back and give Black Flag and Unity the same treatment? Like,
They should. They should just for the fuck. They're like, we know why Ubisoft is in debt now. They're doing shit like this.
I think I did a dumb stoner buy and actually got Black Flag on PlayStation. So, like, if they upgrade it, I might just give it a shot again. Go give me some sea shanties.
You never know, bro.
Like, have you played Syndicate, Snerts?
No, I have not.
It's one of the best. It's very good. So it's Victorian London. And then I'm not spoiling anything, but like later in the game, you also get an option like to do a small section set during World War I.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about the World War I section somewhere. It's probably on the Who Would Win show, Delvin. I think was repped there. Anyway, doesn't matter. Probably. But that's interesting.
Yeah. It's really cool. And then also the DLC for Syndicate, Jack the Ripper.
Are you Jack?
So LL Cool J?
No, you're hunting Jack the Ripper.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. So you're hunting LL Cool J. Got it.
Yes, hunting LL Cool J. Yeah.
That's a really old reference for those who don't know.
That went way over my head and fell down.
I have no idea.
Called Jack the Ripper.
Okay, I was going to say I have no idea what LL Cool J has to do with Jack the Ripper, but you know.
He had a song called Jack the Ripper dissing Kool Moe Dee, if I remember correctly.
I know LL Cool J most from NCIS LA.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say some shit like LL Cool J used to rap.
No, I knew he was a
back
rapper.
In the day,
like,
back in the early 1900s, there was a rapper named James Todd Smith, otherwise known as LL Cool J.
Yeah, I knew that, but my mom watches like all the NCIS shows and like she loves NCIS LA, so like that's what I know him most from. So like,
it's a good show.
He was also in Deep Blue Sea.
Goddamn right, Snerts.
That's a great movie. I love that movie.
It's a great movie. His head is like a shark fin.
Yeah, and he's the chef, and he has his little bird, and he survives to the end. Spoiler. I love that movie. I also love how Samuel L. Jackson goes out. It's just classic. It's
you know what I find interesting about Deep Blue Sea, since we're talking about it, since you already spoiled it.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate that Deep Blue Sea did something that I didn't expect. I don't think I've ever seen in a horror movie before, dude.
What?
Let the black guy live?
Well, that too. But they kill the final girl.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
In the movie, it's just the two guys live. It's like a weird thing.
Yeah, I mean, they also kill the final girl in Cabin in the Woods, so there's that too.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't leave
To be fair, they also kill the final guy as well. So
yeah, they do. But in Deep Blue Sea, they kill the final girl, and it's just two final guys. And at the end, they're like, "Hey, we're just gonna go hang out together, I guess."
Let's go get a beer.
Nerds, have you ever watched Cabin in the Woods?
I know of it, but I've never seen it.
It's really good.
Okay, hold on. No. You have homework. That is your assignment. You have until January to watch it, because obviously we won't record another one until then. Because PSBG doesn't record during December except for the holiday show.
And I don't record during December. Because fuck that.
Yeah, I'm also taking it off. The Simpsons pod, we're done. We're done for the year. We'll be back in January.
But that's why I'm saying you have until January to watch it. I want to hear your reaction to it.
You know what? I'm going to add homework onto this, Nerds. I want you to watch it high.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I like this assignment.
Just get as high as you can.
Throw me in, coach. I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been training all my life.
And then watch this movie. So, because I want you to get to that part, like, what the fuck is happening? You're going to be so confused.
Yeah. You know what? He's not wrong. Watch it high, and you will have a blast. You'll have a blast sober, but like genuinely, you watch it high, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Because you're gonna there's a part in this movie you're gonna get to the point like, "What the fuck happened? How is this all going on right now?" The movie just takes a turn.
Wait. It sure does. Hey, Snerts, do you know the evil is defeated meme?
No, I don't think so.
even better.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is even
Like I
better.
said,
Well, then don't say any more because if there's twists and turns and like y'all keep
No,
mentioning it,
no.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for it too much.
Yeah.
Don't keep an eye out for it.
Don't
Go
keep
into
an eye
the
out
movie
for it.
blind.
I just
It's
wanted
like-
to know if you knew. So
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
when I was in school and everyone was like, "Oh, you'll never believe what happens in Fight Club," and like halfway through the movie, I'm like, "Oh, they're the same person."
or what you'll never believe the Sixth Sense, like
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This has something like that. But watch the movie going blind.
Do you know
Okay.
what- yeah, do you know what's even funnier? I've never watched The Sixth Sense.
Well, yeah, that's everybody knows that scene from it's been like copied in movies all the
Yeah.
time.
You don't really need to see it.
Yeah. They've done it over and over again.
It's kind of like if you know, as a Simpsons fan, like I don't really need to see Stanley Kubrick movies because they're parodied so damn much.
Yes,
Like,
very
you
true.
pretty much like The Shining. I know, like back and forth.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
Yes, and everything.
All right. Well, so we got Black Friday deals all over the place.
Let's get to it. Like, I thought this would be a fun conversation because I love Black Friday. Not a big fan of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving I can do without. But Black Friday is my jam. Because, you can get, making it a little bit more personal to me. My grandmother was a big shopping person. That was
Sure.
her thing. She took us to the flea market every week, stuff like that. And she always looked for the deals. And I think I got a little bit of that in me. So every Black Friday, I like to go out and go get the deals. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about what kind of things that both of you like to get on Black Friday. Are you going to partake in these Black Friday deals? And let's just go over some of these PlayStation deals they have. Because there's a lot of great deals this Black Friday if you're a PlayStation person.
I mean, right away, I'm seeing this. It looks like the PSVR 2 is 40% off.
Yeah, I
That's a
can keep
waste
that.
of your money. Like that's 40%. That 40% off.
Yeah,
Just save your money.
25% off. It looks like controllers.
Yes,
Yeah, the
25%
controllers-
off controllers. Yeah.
That
controllers
is
on
something
sale.
I might get a new controller. It's
The
always good to have a
controllers
new
are on
controller.
sale to the price they should have been in the first goddamn place.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Man, I have a
Right.
new controller because it came with the Pro.
Yeah.
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 Do you like the little grips I have on the controller?
Those are good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
can
them
barely
for free.
see them, but yeah, sure.
Well, here they're
I can see them. I see them clearly.
Okay.
yeah. They were like free from GameStop because I bought the Pro.
Because you bought a $700 console. Like, here, you can take
Yeah, here, have
Take
some
these.
nubs.
$1,100 console,
Yeah,
sir.
you
You
can take
forget
these-
this is Canada.
Yeah, you can take these $3 nubs we got here.
I'm
You want
looking
some
at.
stickers too? Here you go. Here's some Sonic stickers.
What do you mean they're gonna kill that kid? By the way,
That's a known thing. In the original Shadow, I think it's Shadow the Hedgehog game, the plot, spoilers for a 30-year-old game. the plot of that game, the pivotal point in that game is Shadow, and the reason why Shadow has the gun is go out there killing people and stuff like that is that girl is Shadow's friend, and she ends up dying.
Is this the
And
one where
Shadow's out
Sonic
for revenge. Yeah.
Sonic kisses the lady or whatever?
No,
Is
that's
it-
Sonic 06.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
In Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow's avenging the little girl's death.
Okay, I see.
isn't Shadow the Hedgehog the game where like you just get like a rocket launcher as freaking Shadow?
I think so. My son
That's-
loves he's a huge Sonic. He's the one who told about this. He's like, yeah. Ever since they announced this movie, they talk about Shadow coming out. He was like, I don't know how they're gonna do that. Like, how are they gonna do it? They killed that girl in the game. That's a huge plot point of the game. Like, what? Like, yeah, they killed the kid. That's why Shadow's out for like revenge, and he has the gun. And there's like multiple endings in Shadow the Hedgehog, including one where he kills Sonic. Like
I
the
see.
evil ending of Shadow the Hedgehog is he kills Sonic.
Oh,
No, I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe Sonic looks like he killed the kid,
I-
but it was really.
I still
Robotnik
cannot
and-
believe that Shadow the Hedgehog is voiced by Keanu Reeves.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Especially since he has a gun.
Yeah.
He should just be, Shadow the Hedgehog should just
It's
be
Shadow
John
Wick. It's Shadow Wick.
He should just
Yeah.
blow Tails' heads off as soon as the
Right.
movie starts.
Well, that's what they do. Instead of killing the kid, they kill a dog that was Shadows, and then
Yeah.
he goes on revenge for the dog killing.
Yeah.
Boom. Problem
All right,
solved.
these Black Friday deals before we get too far. Just Sonic galore.
Good job, Haley. Yeah, the PlayStation 5 Slim is on sale for $424, which is a good deal. The PS5 Digital is on sale for $374.99. These are great deals, by the way. The PS5 Slim console and two DualSenses is I guess this is the European price because they didn't tell me the US price. $464.99.
Okay, hold
Makes
on.
me wonder if that's not
No,
available.
hold on. If we're saying the European price, that's €464.99.
Yes, euro.
Yeah. Before people go, dollars? Holy shit! No. Like,
Oh, for you Fortnite nerds, they have the digital console with Fortnite Cobalt Star. I don't know what the hell that is for $374, and they have the regular Slim for $424 with the Fortnite Cobalt Star bundle. Yeah, they got some good PS5 deals, and they got the Pro already has a kind of discount, $10
Sure.
off in euro.
$10.
So you guys could just,
$10.
if you guys just waited a couple weeks, waited a month, you could have got a whopping $10 off of your Pro.
Just think of all those things
$10.
you can buy for $10. You can get like a baguette.
I know that like
Uh,
GameStop has a deal where like if you buy a Pro, you can or like a PS5 console, you can get a copy of like Dragon Age or something like that for like $23. So
They didn't get you for free. Like, no, we're not giving it to free.
Okay.
We'll give it to you for half off, but no.
I don't make the fucking I don't make the fucking deals.
Wow.
The PlayStation Store has some interesting deals too. Like
Go ahead and read some more, Haley.
well, Mortal Kombat 1 is like 27. Well, these are Canadian prices, by the way, because I don't have access to the American store. Mortal Kombat 1's like $27.99 for the base game. If you want the Chaos Reigns expansion plus both combat packs, that's like $40. Combat pack 1, $19.99. Give me a second. I'm opening this. Those are the ones I remembered. I'm opening the deals page now. Give me a sec. PS5 games. What do we got? The Madden MVP bundle. NFL 25 and college football, $120 instead of $199.
Okay, that's not bad.
What do we got here? 2K25, like $60 for like the most expensive edition.
Okay,
instead of 100.
What about everything? That's good.
Yeah. Astrobot, $66.39 instead of $80.
Yeah, that's your Canadian land.
Yes, again, these are Canadian prices. I'm sorry, I don't have access to the American store.
Well, so Astrobot is $49.79.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, $56.09.
Baldur's Gate's down to $55.99.
Yep. MLB The Show is $50 for the digital deluxe edition. Metaphor is $70. What else do we got here? The Diablo 4 expansion is $10 off. So whatever its price in the US is, I'm assuming it's also $10 off there.
They got a Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition for $15.
Yeah,
$20 if you want the PS5
if you don't
version.
already own Grand Theft Auto 5, which that game still topping charts is wild to me.
Yeah, Space Marine 2 is 20% off in addition to the DLC packet Phantom Liberty.
Yeah.
Also, I'm only saying this because I can't wait to hear Delvin's reaction to it. Delvin's least favorite game in existence, and both he and I have the question of why the fuck does this exist? Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is $35.99.
Nope.
Still too much.
We got some good deals on Amazon as well. We got Elden Ring for $20, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves $20, NBA 2K 2025 $30. We got Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut $30. We got Last of Us Part 1 $30. God of War Ragnarok $30. Metaphor Fantasio $50. Star Wars Outlaw Limited Edition $50. There's a lot of stuff out there that you just gotta look for, like Elden Ring. Yeah, I said Elden Ring, right?
Yep.
Yes, you
Yep.
did. Yeah.
There's just a lot of stuff on here, man, that you can just go dig your teeth into and just get like it. And I love this time of year when it comes to this type of stuff. You know, it's 100% just marketing and trying to get your dollars and stuff like that. But at that point, who cares? You know, it's just.
But they do give
fun.
discounts. It's not like, they are trying to generate revenue and get people into stores and buying stuff. But the hook is saving money. That's why we do
saving
this.
money.
Yeah.
Saving money and getting a lot of cool stuff.
Like some of these collector's editions too are dropped pretty heavily. Horizon Forbidden West Collector's Edition is $90. That's from $180. And then the Spider-Man 2 dropped from $229 to $149. So
you can get your 19 inches of Venom, baby.
That's what I was thinking of. And I didn't even know this. They also have MLB The Show 24 Collector's Edition that has it says the Negro Leagues Edition, which I find kind of fascinating as a history buff. That sounds kind of neat. If you're actually able to go back that far into baseball history and play.
Also, hey, I have a question. Why the fuck does baseball not have like standard field size? What?
It's part of the fun. I don't know.
What? But every other sport has a standard field court. What?
But it gives each stadium a unique feel. So you have the big green wall in the wherever that is, Boston, right? And then but you're out in Colorado and you can hit the zingers because the air is thinner. I don't know. I'm fine with it.
What the fuck? Like, who decided that?
I mean, it's not like they can push it like 20 miles back and be like, haha, try to hit a home run now. You know,
white people decided that. The people who made the sport.
You're right. Probably.
Yes.
Because someone was like, I don't want to fix this field. It's fine. Play baseball.
Yeah. Just play baseball. They said, play baseball. Figure that shit out. We don't care.
But
yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, a lot of good deals.
I think the one that's really hit me is I'm probably going to get a controller. I think out of everything that I'm seeing here, I might get a game if something comes across it. I'm like, oh, that could be fun. But you never know when your controller is going to take a crap or you're going to spill something on it or
I
Lord
discovered
knows what
the
else you're
controller that Delvin got me for my birthday last year has extreme stick drift the other day, so that's fun. But
not my
no, I didn't say it was. It's my controller. Sure. I can't think of a retort that's not sexual in nature, so
stop the presses. The 8 terabyte
I saw
PS5
that.
SSD is down from $1,029 to $599.
Oh, I'm getting that.
Do not.
It's half off.
Delvin, you don't play enough games to justify that. Like, come on, man.
Half off. I can sell an orphan and get that money.
He can download 3 copies of Modern Warfare Call of Duty games and just be like bask in the space. Like, look at all the space I have. I can have multiple Call of Duty games and not bat an eye.
Yeah.
Anyways, Delvin's part of the main topic is what deals excite you. I mean, a lot of them, but I don't work a lot this time of year, so I don't usually buy Black Friday deals. So.
But what if you had the money, what would you be getting right now?
Probably Mortal Kombat 1. I've wanted it for a while. So.
Okay, that's a good one. What about you, Snerts?
Game wise, I would probably look into like Space Marines 2, perhaps. That could be fun. Also, if you're still playing on PS4, there are a lot of games that are now $20. Elden Ring, Forbidden West, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War Ragnarok, NBA 2K, EA Sports FC 25. Like, that's pretty amazing. Well, actually, those last two are a little bit more, but it's kind of cool.
There's a lot of good deals on right now. Others I've been looking at, some of them didn't go on sale though. Like I definitely want the Lego Horizon game, but that didn't go on sale. So
that's a good one.
That's a little early, isn't it? Didn't it just come out?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go on sale. I'm just saying I
Yeah,
still
okay.
want it.
It should go on sale.
And then I was kind of hoping maybe Shadows of the Damned Remastered might go on sale. It didn't go on sale, but it did get added to PlayStation Stars rewards. So like if you have enough points, you can get it for free with your
It
Stars
is?
points. Yeah, it's for me, it's 6,250 points, I believe.
I have that.
Yeah, it's in the rewards section for me. Today they added Squirrel with a Gun, Phasmophobia, the Callisto Protocol Battle Royale game, Redacted,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Shadows of the Damned Remastered, and for me it's 6,250 points. So
let me see.
I was like, man, are you saying dollar? What did I miss? I zoned out for half a second.
the Quiet Place game got added. That's for 7,500 points.
That's a good one.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed got added for 10,000 points.
That's good.
Some Minecraft tokens, Diablo credit, and a bunch of stuff is in here. All for like a random amount of points. Apparently, Lollipop Chainsaw Repop also got added, but I assume I can't see it because I own it, so I'm not sure.
It's added on our end. I don't see the games you have, but Lollipop Chainsaw on our end is 11,000 points.
Okay, but do you see Shadows of the Damned? Because the person I got that from was American, so.
I'm trying to see if I see it now. I'm looking right now. No, I do not.
Interesting. Do you have wallet fund redemption options? Because some people don't have those either.
Wallet fund?
Yeah, like, hi, right at the bottom.
I had it, and they took it away.
Yeah. I had two options before, $5 and $20 before, and now I just have one for $15.
Yeah, I used to have it for the $20 one. That's what I used to usually get for it, but now they took it away for some reason. We don't want you getting these anymore.
I think they're testing different like sections for it. I don't know. It's weird.
The wallet fund was great because it was 5,000 points for $20.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was 6,250 for 25. So.
Yeah, I can get Squirrel with a Gun for 2,500. I can get Vampire Survivors for 1,250.
Which I bought today with points. I did get that one.
I can get Dragon Age Veilguard Deluxe Edition upgrade for 5,000. Plasmophobia for 2,500. I have a good amount of points. I have like 7,000 points.
You just a heads up, you're gonna want to start spending those because they will expire within 12 months. That was the change.
I can get Power World because Power World is 7,500 points.
Nice.
I got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna hold on my points to see if I get to 10,000.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure there'll be some other cool stuff in there by then.
Also, a year. You have a year, so that's
Well, it's a year from when you earned the points, not a year from the change.
Whatever.
We'll
be fine. Yeah, we got this.
What deals are you looking at, sir?
I am looking at just anything that I don't have yet. Just like I'm also looking at like SD cards and stuff like that, because all those micro SD cards go on sale. I can use that for my Steam Deck or my Ally. But it's a couple of things I'm looking. I can tell you some of the stuff I bought so far because I did buy some stuff already. I'm going down my Amazon list right now to tell you some of the things I bought off PlayStation so far. I got Tekken 8, which I didn't have. I have I got this coming in the mail because I got this on Prime. All this stuff is really cheap. Mm-hmm. I got it's coming tomorrow. Armor Core, Files Rubicon. I got the Transformers game, Galactic Trials, because it was only $20 now. So cool. I got that one. I got Starship Troopers Extermination, which is also $20. I got that one. It's $29. I got that one because I thought it was a multiplayer only game, but apparently this game has a single player mode to it.
Oh, no kidding.
Like, yeah, I didn't know that.
I thought it was like a 4-player co-op shooter type of deal.
It has like a full single player mode. That's why I looked at it. Was like, oh, there's a full single player mode to this game.
I mean, if it's anywhere close to the like movie, as far as the feel, the charm, I'd be interested in that. That's it.
Yeah, I got that. What else did I get? I got got some other stuff coming in too. Looking, why are you not showing me everything that's coming in? Oh yeah, I got the Looney Tunes game as well.
Okay.
So far.
Okay.
So I got so much it can't show you everything.
That's you're talking about the sports game with the Looney Tunes?
Yes.
Nice. And Yarda, no, we are not done with confusing points to dollar conversions. Nope.
I mean, every store or front or whatnot is doing points now. Like American Eagle, where I buy like my jeans and my other products, is they have their own point system. 7-Eleven has point system.
Yeah, you said that about American Eagle, like you buying heroin there.
Yeah.
I was trying not to say bras and underwear, but okay, sure, I'll just say it
What's
live
the matter
on
with
air.
saying bras and underwear? People need bras and underwear. Like, that's you go buy them.
As many times we done been on this podcast, people know you have boobs. Fair way. It's not a secret.
I've got. I know it's not a secret. They're pretty large. I know.
Yes, we're aware.
Word on the street, there's some titties on this fine podcast.
There sure are. Anyways, no, I was, I don't know, I guess trying to be professional. I don't know.
This is not a professional podcast.
No, it is
not.
This is the farthest from professional.
Truck on fire. Yeah. I know.
Oh my god. Yeah. Come on, some of the things we've said, like, no fucking way. We'd be fired.
7-Eleven.
We're hired, depending on what job we were going for.
Like the bookstore has a point system.
Sure.
Like
it's just part of life right now.
These places have their own point system, and at least for example, 7-Eleven, it's like $10 points for every dollar, right? PlayStation Stars is the same way, like 10 points for every dollar. It's weird. So
yeah. I mean, I go to Coffee Bean when I'm at the office 2 days a week, and one of their employees, and she was like, just get the app, you'll get free coffee every once in a while. And she was right. They scan the thing, and every once in a while it's just like, hey, here's your free coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be too much though. Like there is stuff where it's like the McDonald's app, the Chipotle app, the Coffee Bean app, like it can get overwhelming and a little bit ridiculous. Like the 7-Eleven guys tell me too. It's like, you come in here all the time. You should get this. I'm like, yeah, but I only usually buy beer and occasionally gummy bears. So like, I don't know how much. I don't want like a hot dog from you guys. Like I don't. That's dangerous. Danger.
Oh yeah, 7-Eleven's got hot dogs. What are we? Oh, is that your?
Well, I missed it.
What'd you order, sir? What'd you order for dinner?
Oh, I ordered some spaghetti, some pesto.
Nice.
Okay, from where?
Sure I had. It's a local restaurant here. It's called. Let me tell you the name of it. I can find it. It is called. It's just called Pesto Restaurant. I'm
Simple.
quite sure that's
you know what you're getting.
I'm quite sure that's the real name of this restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's a ghost kitchen. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Pesto Changeo.
Yes, I'm quite sure it is.
That's like I used to order. I can't order from them anymore apparently, but like I used to order from Renegade Chicken, which is a ghost kitchen. Huh?
They banned you?
No. I think they just closed their local ghost kitchen for this store. Like this is an actual restaurant in Toronto, but down here they ran out of a Jack Astor's.
Okay.
Wasn't there somebody who was selling Chuck E. Cheese pizza, but like as a ghost kitchen? I was like, what is such crap?
Yeah, ghost kitchens are wild.
Yeah.
Like
we should
it's funny though because like I'll go to my local Walmart and there's a ghost kitchen, like it literally advertises itself as ghost kitchen, and like you go inside, they've got the slush puppy machine, they've got Cinnabon, like cinnamon buns, Dippin' Dots, and like a bunch of other stuff, and I'm just like, you're in a Walmart. What?
I wish they just actually had like actual ghosts in the ghost kitchen.
And then we have to call Scooby in the gang.
Yeah.
Mr. Milton.
That's a good question.
So
what TV or monitor do y'all game on?
I have an LG NanoCell 85, but I am seriously looking to upgrade. I want an OLED TV. I don't know. I'm looking at maybe a Bravia or an LG C series. I don't know.
I forgot what kind of LG TV I have, but it's not. It's like the $500 model that I got a couple of years ago, and it's about 50 inches, which is great. Fits perfectly in my little cozy apartment.
And I know exactly. Delvin doesn't know his TV model, but I'll tell you his TV model because I know. Delvin has an LG C2.
That is correct.
There you go.
But yes. I also have, I'm going to look it up right now because I got it this year. I think this is right. It's a Hisense 75-inch ULED 4K TV.
Okay, cool.
That's here. And it has HDR and...
Yeah, I was going to say, you're in a different spot. Did you change your...
Home?
No, not your home. Obviously, you've moved. I know that.
I changed my home.
Yeah, your recording area looks different.
Yeah, I just changed the same room, just changed the area so it points towards the door. Yes, the Hisense TV is really good, and yes, it's 144 hertz. It's really good. And it looks really nice. Looks so good. My son saw it. He said, "Is that an OLED TV?" I'm like, "No, it's not, but it looks damn near close to it."
You said it's QLED, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's just like I don't know that I'll be like so I
the
don't have enough
TVs
space.
are on sale, by the way. They're on sale.
I know. I don't have enough room, I think, for like a 65-inch. I think my entertainment stand can only go to like 58 at most.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you measure it.
Well, so the TV in my mom's room is 58. The one in here that I use is 55. And I know this because the 58-inch that used to be in my mom's room was my TV before I got this. Like 6 or 7 years ago now. Whenever Donnie recommended the NanoCell, I bought it. And now I'm starting to run into issues with it, and I'm looking to upgrade anyways. So it'll probably be like tax return season next year, hopefully. I'd like to get a new TV. So
and the LG in the room right now is 65-inch.
Yes, I know.
I do like the LG
you
product.
Bought it.
No, this is the different
sorry. No, I know, but when you originally bought your C2, you asked Dev and I what the hell all of its features were because you had no fucking idea.
No, I have another one that's in this house. I just have
that makes sense.
A house full of TVs that look nice. Cause I like watching TVs. Like when I'm in my room, I want to lay down and watch a TV on a big screen and fall asleep. Look, man, once I became grown, I'm like, I'm not watching TV on no small ass TV no more.
No,
I can't do a 32-inch TV no more. That's over. Them days over with.
God no. I might have to go down to a 42 to afford an OLED maybe, but even like 42 is better than 32.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't go lower no more. I have to have a big screen TV now.
Hey man, TV. You want to support my habit? Let me know. I got to do what I can afford. Like,
you should get a TV that comes with a wedge pillow.
Yes.
Hey, again, I'm looking into these things. Again, I also probably can't afford that until January. So, like, I'm not putting that off. It's just,
Yep.
The next time we're busy at work, where I'm gonna make over $500 a paycheck and not have to worry about bills and food, is January. So,
food is important.
It sure is.
Only second to breathing.
Well, yeah, breathing's kind of important. Like, yes, my sleep is actually like deteriorating to the point that I don't feel rested anymore. I just, again, I gotta buy groceries. I gotta pay my bills. So
Yeah, of course.
Yes, we are aware.
My mom's TV crapped out randomly when I was visiting her for Christmas, so we decided to go to Costco, and we just got something that was in her price range, and it was this LG 50-inch TV. And then I went back home to my little 32-inch that I bought in 2007 that was just 1080p, and I'm just like, this sucks.
I bet.
And then so I went to Target and I saw the exact same TV that mom got, and I was like, I'm going to buy the same TV. So when my mom calls me asking me to fix her television, when I am dozens and dozens, maybe hundreds of miles away.
Oh, hey, by the way, I fucking hate this. I hate this remote for my fucking television.
Oh, really? I liked how the remote that I got with the LG TV automatically connected to the Sonos soundbar and subwoofer that I set up with. So now I have one remote versus like before. I think I had like 2 or 3, which is nice.
Okay, I love you, but I hate you. Fuck.
Why you hate
I
me?
can never pay you back for these things.
What?
Did you get a wedge pillow?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yes.
This has been another Delvin Helps Daily.
This has been another Delvin spends money that I can't like reciprocate. I feel bad. That's why, sir. I feel bad.
It's fine. Get a wedge pillow.
I know.
Now Snerts has me looking at these Sonos speakers.
Oh, Sonos!
Yeah.
I'm so happy I spent the extra
Also,
money on that. Like the Sonos speaker that and subwoofer is just fantastic. And sometimes like I'll run into my neighbor. I'm like, hey, look, I got a new sound system. So if I'm like, just let me know if it's too loud.
Tell my neighbor, fuck you, pussy.
And they're like, I haven't heard shit.
You're gonna listen to my movies and like it, bitch.
Well, I remember when I was setting it up too, I was watching something and it was just dialogue and I wasn't sure how bassy it was, but then all of a sudden like a Starship engine came on screen or something to that nature, and like the windows start rattling and the wood panels too, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love it. Love it.
Actually, when I went to Best Buy earlier to try and I forgot I had some HDMI cables at home to test like different outputs for the PS5 Pro. But I went to Best Buy before I remembered that. Didn't buy anything, but like I went to Best Buy to look and see, right? Why the fuck are HDMI, like a 4-foot HDMI cable, 4K capable? How much do you think Best Buy wanted for it, Delvin?
$100.
No. There was a $100 cable, but it was like 8K certified, which again, I don't need. I don't have an 8K.
I know that because I actually saw that cable that you're talking about. That's why I was guessing that. I saw that exact cable. The
Rocket Fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this was a Rocket Fire cable, but it was not $100. It's a 4-foot 4K cable. What the fuck is it? $39.99 for a 4-foot?
Because you're buying it at Best Buy. That's why.
Well, it's the only electronics store like around. Like, we don't have Radio Shack or whatnot.
No one has Radio Shack.
Yeah,
it's gone.
No, for quite a long time.
I have news for you. We did have Radio Shack until April.
It was Canadian Radio Shack. It's probably completely different.
Well, again, we also have Toys R Us, so there's still that.
Oh, okay.
Snerts.
Yeah.
As I'm looking at these Sonos speakers, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Look what comes up. The speaker's name. Peg Zone Speaker Stand.
Oh, I haven't heard of the Peg Zone. Holy shit.
Welcome to Peg Zone.
I will not be getting those. Tell you that right now.
Anyways, while I was looking at this cable, do you know what I was surrounded by?
Everything else is called like ARC or like mini speaker. Like
Peg Zone Speaker Stand.
Yeah, that's so
Era, like Arc Ultra, like what the hell?
No.
Canadian Radio Shack. Yeah, it was basically just Radio Shack, but like the way that Canada does businesses is weird. It's like you have to have like an office here, like a head office here to operate. I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, while I was at Best Buy while I was looking at these cables at Best Buy earlier, everything around me was just TVs everywhere in boxes with like the price tags on top of them because I guess they got hundreds of TVs in for their Black Friday deal. Like, okay.
Yes, that's how that usually works. You
I
get a bunch
know,
of
but like I'm not
useless
expecting to
TVs.
walk into a Best Buy and not be able to walk around without like maybe accidentally knocking into a TV.
That's how that works. And then on Black Friday, much like that movie Donnie loves so much, Thanksgiving, the people go in the stores and kill themselves, kill each other for the TV set.
Oh, but yeah, I've seen those videos are sometimes crazy. It's like, my God, people.
Did you see the video of the people in Brazil fighting over like the 179 PS5?
I mean, I don't remember that one. I do recall.
That's recent. Like that's from this week. Yeah.
I did. We had a weird sale with like a turkey roasting pan at Lynn's and Things was like $10. Like, it was super cheap. And I think we sold a couple hundred of them. And when people showed up at like 4 o'clock expecting this great deal, they were pissed. They're like, "Oh, you not have enough of these turkey pans." I'm like, after a while, I was like, I don't give a fuck.
It's just a turkey pan.
We sold it. Like, get the $20 one. I don't know what to fucking tell you. You know, like, this is why I'm not as thrilled of Black Friday with Delvin, but maybe I should embrace it now that I've been so far removed from the retail space.
It. I usually get a lot of great Blu-rays on Black Friday.
Sure,
the Blu-rays be really cheap, like $5-10.
Well, if you can also find them now, because everyone's like removing them.
Yeah, Hayley, you're absolutely right. Last time I went into a Best Buy, it looked like a goddamn ghost town because they removed all the physical media stuff. And it looked like you could just have a giant open like roller rink in the middle of this goddamn store.
Matter of fact, I'll probably go to Walmart tomorrow. They'll probably have them there because they usually have like a big old section. They have like the video games and Blu-rays, and they have like these little stickers on them. It's like this section is $25. This section is $15.
So that section for like the movies has been steadily shrinking like over time at Walmart as well. Like eventually they'll probably stop selling them at Walmart too.
No, keep it going, baby.
Yeah,
they're gonna become like
I do find
boutique
it crazy.
stores where like, oh, we're the last place that sells physical media in town.
I do find it crazy that we've gotten to the point at Target where their record section is larger than their Blu-ray section, and it's not even close.
Yeah,
it's not even close. It's like the record section is huge. And the Blu-ray section is like, hey, we have like 3 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get Deadpool, Wolverine, Oppenheimer, and maybe Wizard of Oz.
The 3 new releases.
Yeah, the 3 new releases, right.
Yeah.
Who wants Red 1?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure that's going to be on Blu-ray really soon.
Yeah, apparently it is not doing well at the box office.
No.
It's not doing well at the box office. It's also not doing well in reviews. Like,
sure.
So you guys know I like my local morning show hosts on the local rock station, right?
Why would you know that?
Sure.
Because I posted photos with them before and talked about them, and I've referenced them. In fact, I referenced something they talked about on the show earlier when I asked about the fucking baseball question. No. Anyways,
that's not happening. No,
Stoner Snerts definitely remembers everything.
Stoner Snerts remembers that, and concussion having Delvin remembers that as well.
Anyways, they were talking
CTE
about
Delvin.
Yes, CTE Delvin remembers that.
Yeah. They were talking about how they went and saw it last night, and they were like, I cannot recommend this movie to anyone.
I think I'll love it just because it's so bad. It might hit like that sweet spot where a movie's so terrible. That's a lot of fun.
Apparently a really bad movie that you should absolutely watch?
Which one?
Hot Frosty.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck that is?
Hot Frosty. It's on Netflix.
It is a Netflix original movie about Frosty the Snowman.
It is basically.
You say this. You say sounds like porn. Might as well be. It's about Frosty becoming a human. When he becomes human, he got no clothes on.
Yeah,
so
he's Frosty.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean he has a hat and a scarf probably.
Anyways, the premise of the movie is that the girl who finds him thinks he's hot because he's
Frosty the Snowman. and everybody wants to fuck Frosty the Snowman. Who doesn't want to fuck a snowman? Like, who here hasn't been like, you know what, that snowman's fucking hot? Like,
Well, when I was living in New York, apparently we made men and women snow people, and we put big boobs on the snow woman, and then took one of my mom's bras to support the tits.
I love that in the sidebar chat, Donnie's just roasting me for like.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's doing much better than Delvin and I. That's for sure.
Yes, he's like, hey, do you remember this local rock band station that I love? Like, no.
Oh my god.
Do you remember back in September when I had this T-shirt on, and then I posted the T-shirt on the socials? And
no. I barely remember shit from 5 minutes. CTE.
Anyways, like these Christmas movies are like made so fast. They're like not really designed to be good. They're just meant to like get out there and go. So
yeah.
Well, because you only need like one hit that repeats a couple times in Christmas movies and whatnot too.
Yeah, just like Mariah Carey.
Yeah, she makes like 3 million every season or something like that.
More. She just waits till Christmas. It's like, hey, come buy the same goddamn song again.
Hold on, American horror movie Jack Frost. Frosty begs Nadia from American Pie.
Huh.
Sweet.
Interesting.
Okay, hold on. Like, I don't know of a horror movie titled Jack Frost. I know of a kids movie called Jack Frost.
I'm almost certain there's a horror movie named Jack Frost.
Well, the movie I know of called Jack Frost is about a dad who dies, who's in a rock band, and is reincarnated as basically Frosty the Snowman.
No, Jack Frost is a 1997 film. A notorious serial killer, Jack Frost, is being driven to his execution. The truck carrying the murderer encounters a bizarre accident that transforms him.
I remember this movie. It's fucking awful. I'm looking at the picture of Jack Frost.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Frost in a snowman. It's fucking horrible. I remember this movie. See? True story. Yeah. Shannon Elizabeth bangs the snowman. See? There you go.
That's what I was laughing at. Hold on.
I mean, that makes sense given the timing and everything. That was like Shannon's like peak, you know.
Okay.
Showing off the goods.
So you said the horror movie Jack Frost was 1997?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Look up Jack Frost 1998.
This is the sequel.
Yeah, no, that's the Michael Keaton
Michael
one, right?
Keaton one? Yeah.
So they had back-to-back Jack Frost
movie I remember.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. No
Donnie is absolutely right. We all benefited from Shannon Elizabeth being discovered.
Yes, we all did. And our hands.
Man. All right, I guess we should answer these questions, huh?
Probably.
So would you bang Shannon Elizabeth with a snowman dick?
I don't think that was the question. But the answer is probably yes.
No. No, I would not. But only because it would cause extreme dysphoria. So
that's fine.
All right. I'll let you take this first question, Snerts.
Sure. Yarden asks, hi, is Sony possibly acquiring Kurukawa from software Katakawa, thank you. From software, good or bad? I don't know.
Okay. So this is a conversation that has come up a lot. Is that a porn name, Donnie? I have no idea.
What's a porn name? Blizzard Down Under? Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this has been a discussion all week when rumors started, I believe on Sunday, that Sony was looking to buy Katakawa, which is the parent company who owns From Software. They also own the studio who made Mario and Luigi Brothership and the Dragon Ball Z game. I'm trying to remember the name.
Sparking Zero.
There you go.
Kadokawa.
Konnichiwa. Can do, boss.
There we go. Spike Chunsoft, and they also are the parent company for Aspire. There we go. So, not that Aspire, the other one. Anyways, this was a rumor. Then, like, it actually came out that, like, Katakawa was like, hey, we've received a letter of intent from Sony. We haven't made any decisions. Or offers or whatnot. Largely this conversation is focused around From, which Donnie points out he's sure, yes. Donnie pointed out that this From is probably equal parts, but the aspect I've rarely seen talked about this is the large like manga / like anime catalog that the company owns. Which when recently you might remember that Sony was like, we don't have a lot of IP, and people were like, the fuck are you talking about? You have a bunch that just sits there. That comment was not about games. It was about their media IP. Which they are yes.
I like Danganronpa a lot too, by the way. I don't know if people know that. Yeah.
Yeah. You've mentioned you like it. But the anime / manga thing is a huge part of this for Sony. Like they're trying to acquire more IP in the media space. And I don't think they should be allowed to buy this for the same reason I didn't want Xbox to buy Activision, and that this is like heavily
this is a little bit different though, right? This is a little bit different. I think that this is nowhere near as big as like buying Activision.
Yeah, because Activision came with Blizzard.
I think what Haley's talking about is the anime part of it.
Yes, because Sony owns Crunchyroll now. Like Sony,
right,
like if they
and Funimation.
Yes, the reason I don't think this should go through is because at that point Sony's the only name
that owns all anime.
So they become the big brother of anime, basically. Okay.
Yes. Also, who knows if they were to buy this, if From's games would be exclusive? Something tells me no, because like again, everybody's kind of putting their games everywhere now, except Nintendo. But like Nintendo's doing Nintendo. But like Xbox's games are on PC and also going on Nintendo and PlayStation when so choosing. Sony's porting their games to PC. Nintendo's just doing Nintendo, but like in the anime like manga space, like this would make Sony basically a monopoly, which was my big concern with the Xbox thing as well. As Delvin said, this is a bit different. It's not as big as buying Activision Blizzard, but like it's out there and would basically make Sony like a 100% monopoly in that space for anime.
You know, in reflection on these type of questions, because we got these questions a lot these past few years, and after hearing the stories about Activision, how bad shape Activision was in, I now think to myself, and even the stories about about the Destiny crew and stuff like that, how bad shape it was in, I now say to myself, instead of saying this shouldn't happen, I say, does this company really need it like that? Because if we have a choice of like, hey, this company needs this to survive, or they won't be here anymore, I'm like, yeah, save the company if you can. Like, because we still want to get these quality games and these properties and these franchises and stuff like that. And I think that's the other side of it. So I'm kind of torn. Like, if they can stay independent the way they are right now, I'm all for that. But if them being bought out by Sony or a company similar to that will help them keep the lights on, then do what you got to do. Because I'd rather them keep the lights on and unfortunately have this Sony overlords than not have the lights on and we just lose these properties that we know and love. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's not an easy conversation to really have.
Yeah.
Well, because it depends on what they do with everything once they get it. So if they keep it kind of going the same, fine. Now, hearing you all talk about this makes me wonder, would they consolidate all of this like anime and manga stuff to like like one service, like keep the
Well,
Crunchyroll name and maybe put Sony in parentheses or something like that, and then throw everything on there.
So here's the thing: Funimation is gone. It's all under Crunchyroll now.
Oh, okay. So they already mailed it together.
Yeah, so they would probably do the same thing here and just put it all under Crunchyroll, but like I still don't think they should be allowed to do this. But I should point out another thing that has recently come out. This is rumored, so it's not confirmed. I'm just pointing it out so people have the full picture. Rumor is that Katakawa is facing a hostile takeover.
See?
So this, like Sony reaching out, might be a step to prevent that. Who knows? Like, generally, you don't like. We heard about the Ubisoft thing because, like, the Ubisoft came out and was basically like, "Hey, this is happening," which you rarely see companies do. They don't usually like to publicize that, like, "Hey, somebody's attempting this hostile takeover." Like, Ubisoft came out and was like, "Yeah, Vivendi's trying to take us over." Now Ubisoft has staved that off to this point. We don't know if that's going to continue because Ubisoft is not doing so well. But in this space, who knows if this rumor of like hostile takeover for Katakawa is the same thing or even real. But I don't know. It's really like it's really sketchy. Like I don't know that they should be. Dude, it's hard to placate. Like
it's a catch-22.
Yep.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So
also, if they do get like the From Software parts, I would be shocked if these key franchises that they have would just be solely on Sony products at that point. Like that doesn't. It's kind of like when they got Activision bought Bethesda. I was kind of like, I hope they still doing multi-platform, type of deal, even if it's delayed.
Well, yeah, I mean, rumor has that maybe we'll get Starfield on PlayStation 5 at one point, but like,
right,
I guarantee you, Elder Scrolls 6 is probably launching day and date on everything because
that's what I'm thinking. Like, but interesting.
I don't know. It's a weird one for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jacked Up Review asks, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, mobile games, or computer games, which rule harder? Yeah.
Not mobile games.
That's for damn sure.
I can't even answer on the mobile games front. I don't play any. I've never played a mobile game.
They don't rule hard, Haley.
This also makes me think of the 90s with like Mountain Dew and like, everything's to the extreme. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Mountain Dew to the extreme, all I could think of was that stupid fucking Sting commercial where he like bangs the kid up against the side of the like.
That is a legendary commercial.
Where he grabs the kid and he like shoves him face first across the banister of the fire thing, and it's like the kid's going the whole time.
I
think all of rolls harder. They all roll in their own ways, except for mobile. Because it really isn't necessarily the platform; it's the game itself, right?
Correct. That's what I was going to say. All of them rule different ways. All of them are uniquely special, and I think going back to what Haley was saying earlier, this is the thing I do worry about with consolidation, in terms of like everything just becoming the same. Like if PlayStation's the only console out there, they're only going to make PlayStation type games, even if they kind of like, expand on that. Like you're going to have to start to follow their formula of PlayStation. Whereas Nintendo does their own thing, and they kind of open up the door for things like the Switch, which is such a unique console. And, Xbox does this thing. I think for video games to truly be healthy, we need different options for video games and different companies building on the legacy of video games and building on with their own technology and making things unique and kind of bringing something different to the table. And like, even when you want to talk about like the Oculus is doing a great job of kind of bringing VR to the forefront now. People are trying to make their own VR headsets and they're failing, but Oculus is still out here doing their thing. So, it's really cool to see all these companies thriving and doing their own thing. I think Xbox kind of lost its way a little bit when they stopped doing its own thing. And, I love Xbox. I think Xbox is great. I think what Xbox does and brings to the table is very unique because what I loved about Xbox is the games felt mature and felt unique and felt just kind of like badass. Like Gears of War. I remember when Gears of War first came out, like, oh, this is awesome. This is my type of action adventure game. This is kind of what I don't get right now. And, Halo's kind of the same way. When I think of like dude bro shooters, I think of Xbox, and it's not in a bad way. It's like, yeah, this is kind of fucking cool. It's like Xbox, like America, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like big, gaudy, bombastic. And I kind of love that about Xbox.
Xbox is just a brand now. Yes.
Actually, speaking of Xbox, this just broke while I was, making sure that something didn't break.
Oh, you're an Xbox.
No, I don't have an Xbox anymore.
No, you're not an X. You are an Xbox.
Correct. Yes, I am an Xbox. Anyways, the Avatar editor is being discontinued on January 9th.
Who?
Do you? Your Xbox avatar,
sure, the little guy. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Xbox.
The avatar editor is being discontinued, and if you made any purchases in the avatar editor, which I don't know who the fuck is still buying avatar items, because your avatar doesn't really have a purpose anymore. They're not really public or anything. They're just
they wave at
you
when you turn your Xbox.
Yeah, that's it. That's
sure. Cool. Anyways, if you bought anything in the avatar editor between November 1st, 2023 and January 9th, 2025, you're being refunded. So
they should just refund it to you in general.
If
you ever bought anything in Avatar, just give you money back.
Bouncing off of what Delvin said too, I feel that Xbox was the cooler dude bro game, right? Because I got it when I was early in college, so I 2000, 2001, Halo comes out and it blew my mind. And the following, just hit after hit after hit. So I do agree that everybody has a place to play or a role to play, I should say, in this console market and just gaming market in general. I also wonder how many people forget that back in the day, they were always talking about the Sega Genesis versus the SNES, but there was the Jaguar, the 3DO. There were other consoles out there that have kind of gone by the wayside. And now that the dust is kind of settled, we're stuck with these. So it doesn't mean also that there isn't room for somebody else to come into the market and maybe try to mix things up and try something unique.
Yeah, I think competition breeds excellence.
I like that most of the chat tonight from Donnie has just been, let's just roast Haley.
Yeah, good job, Donnie.
Yeah, saves us some trouble, right?
Roast Haley.
No, I've always liked what Xbox does, right? I like Gears. I'm not as big into Halo, but Halo's great. They've I originally bought the first Xbox I ever bought was for Sunset Overdrive. That's what got me into Xbox. I'd love to see that get remastered since Sony owns the IP now, but I think Microsoft still owns the publishing rights, so they'd have to work together on that. But I don't know. They've got a rich portfolio, but I know. I'm not upset. It's just fun.
Yeah. But Xbox used to have such cool games, man.
Yeah.
I just thought about Rise, Son of Rome.
I never
don't know if I remember that one.
So it was an Xbox One launch title.
Yes.
And it was basically it's Roman soldiers, but it was basically I think a glorified tech demo, wasn't it?
It was really nice looking, and you just be cutting soldiers' legs off and shit. This is kind of awesome.
Oh yeah,
very cinematic.
This is when I made the jump, so I missed this one. I was also thinking they had that playing game. What wasn't that called? Crimson Skies?
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Microsoft.
No, I'm not talking about the flight simulator. it's really interesting to see what happens with all these folks, because right now it seems like we've been in the same rut for like 20 something years, right? These same companies, these same consoles, just different versions.
Yeah.
Our next question from Skittles. Skittles asks, is Unicorn Overlord worth $30? I would say yes.
I have not played Unicorn Overlord, so I can't answer that. I think you're the only one that might have played it here.
That is correct.
It's really fun.
That is correct.
I like it when I played. And y'all is correct. They never did anything with Rise ever again, which makes no sense.
Also,
yes,
they never. It's the same thing with Sony. They never did anything with the Order 1886 again either. So
that's also a good point, Haley.
Yeah,
I almost forgot about that. I like.
Actually, it's very funny because Delvin Jr. came to me the other day. Was like, "Should I play this game?" I'm like, "It's 5-6 hours. It's a fun time."
Yeah.
It kind
of
a
vampire guy's dick, old vampire guy dick.
Just there are no vampires in that game. There are no vampires in that game. It's werewolves.
What, werewolf dick? Werewolf dick. Whatever. Same shit. Werewolf dick man. I remember
Dick
playing that game like this
Dick
is very. Yeah, you see Dick Wolf.
also, werewolf dick coming soon to a screen near you.
Yeah, it's I'm playing this game like this is such a weird thing to just add in this game. Just naked old ass man with his dick hanging on. Like, all right.
Just random werewolf penis. There you go.
Yeah.
I kind of felt the same way about Dante's Inferno. At the end, the devil has a just giant black cock.
Okay, hold on. I don't know what you expected from Dante's Inferno. Like,
I wasn't expecting that. That's for sure.
That.
Yeah. I'm just like, wow, someone really spent all this time animating, drawing, making sure the physics work. Like,
somebody was really watching a lot of Bang Bus.
Actually, I want to point out the first like uncensored penis I ever saw in a video game, GTA 4. The fucking like politician guy.
Yeah. That's a good point. Can't believe we got there. The first uncensored penis I've seen in the video game. It took us years to get here, but we finally got there.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Alex Vinsmoke asked, how do you want Sony to pivot and address multiplayer games after bad launches like Concord? Do you even want them to pivot? Or do you think they should just stick to single player games and have their third-party handlers handle it? So, what do you think they should do about their multiplayer games?
I mean, I'm of the opinion that I don't like multiplayer. I don't play multiplayer much. Like co-op, sure, but like I'm not really a big PvP person anymore. I'd be okay if they left it alone. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to keep trying. I would be happy if they left it up to third-party partners. I don't think they're going to, though. And I think they're going to try until they get one, maybe. I don't know. I'd like them to learn a lesson from what happened with Concord. I don't think they will, but...
I think it works best when they don't try to force it. Like when their studios say, hey, this is our idea, this is what would have come. Like Helldivers. Helldivers is a perfect example now. Helldivers is something that was been there before. The first game people liked a decent amount. But this game blew up because Helldivers 2 blew up because they kind of got their formula together and they kind of just made it work. And, instead of trying to force these kind of games to happen and try to find the next Fortnite or Overwatch stuff like that, just let your studios do the thing and do what they want to do. If somebody comes with you with a great idea for a multiplayer game, then you want to expand on that, then expand on that. Instead of kind of putting these edicts out there, like, we have to have these multiplayer games. No, just do what you're good at. And then if somebody comes with a good multiplayer idea and they can make it work, go from there.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe, I was going to make some snarky comment about how, well, don't take 8 years to make a game. But then I look at the Helldivers 2 development and it's 7 years, 11 months, 26 days. So
There you go.
that
That's the
argument's
sweet
out
spot.
there, yeah.
That's the sweet spot.
Once you're on day 27 of that 7th year and 11 months, you're screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed. Start
But
back over.
I think they should, like you said, just don't force it. Don't keep chasing trends that you're not going to be able to fulfill. And, still allow people to play Fortnite, Call of Duty and get their fix that way for the bulk of it. And then maybe have a couple lesser hits that, convince a few people to buy a PlayStation because they like those multiplayer games. But
I mean, okay, so D-Life's question of can you even survive in the modern market just focusing on single player games? I don't think so. I mean, you can. You just have to, monetize them. Yeah, like everybody complains about microtransactions in single player games, but like I'll buy all the skins that I like in an Assassin's Creed game because it means I get more Assassin's Creed. Like
you can. You just have to make something that people. One, you gotta kind of tone your budget down a little bit. Bring your budget down. Keep your stuff in order in the budget. If you keep your budget in order, and you make a hit game, these games sell a lot. Like God of War sold a lot. The ones that hit,
Horizon sells a lot. Like despite the fact that you constantly see people complaining, who asked for this? Yeah. Well, the game sells like hotcakes. Like. Yeah, the Horizon franchise has sold over 30 million copies. 2 players. That's not to retailers. That's 2 players.
Yes. And those games started off selling at like $59.99. Yeah. And the bulk of those sales started like in the first couple of weeks. And see, we don't need $500 million single player games. Yes, that's correct. You can make it. You can make one to scale that's reasonable. I think the movies have the same problem, by the way. You don't need to make movies for $250 million and try to get. Everybody's seeing what Marvel's doing, and they're trying to get the $1 billion movie, and you don't need to do that.
So I haven't actually had a chance to buy it yet, Donnie. We're kind of slowed down, so haven't got it yet. I'm going to. This week, I'll probably get it when if I get any Christmas money, I might buy it then. But like. I plan to. I am playing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, and that looks fantastic and plays fantastic. Although I still have the muscle memory of having the glider, so I've jumped to my death about 5 or 6 times.
That's great. I love that.
Good job.
Like I'm so used to having the glider now.
Sure. Yeah.
And so I'll go to jump, and I'm like, oh, right, I don't have that. I'm dead.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, and also it's obvious that studios can exist for a long time focusing on single player content. Santa Monica Studios comes to mind, Insomniac, Guerrilla, as well. Sucker Punch, I believe.
Well, hold on, you're throwing in studios that did do some multiplayer stuff in there as well. Like Killzone was famous for multiplayer, and so
yeah, but they're not doing Killzone anymore.
Correct. They said they're done with it.
Right.
And Insomniac's not touching Resistance, apparently. Those did just get added to the Classics catalog, but only through streaming.
Yeah, but they pivoted away from multiplayer and had very successful runs focusing on single player content. Was my point. Yes. You're not going to be Fortnite. Like people, I feel really these executives go like, well, look at Fortnite. It's cheap, low overhead, and it makes a ton of money, and it's always pumping out new content and having high.
Epic constantly screams about how expensive it is to continue making content for Fortnite, and they still.
But wasn't it originally a pretty cheap, like overall process to make the initial game? Like it wasn't the same kind of like expensive development that we're talking about, and so I think people are just kind of. I mean, that is one of those things too, that the game doc that I've been watching is very clear. It's like corporate executives get greedy as all fuck, and they run this stuff into the ground sometimes on these risky projects that don't pay off.
Yeah. And like the question of can you even survive on single player games? That's just straight out of the EA playbook. I'm looking at you, Andrew Wilson. That's the famous comment of single player games aren't profitable. And then they immediately got proven wrong with. Sure, but I was going to go with the example that proved EA wrong, which was Jedi Fallen Order.
Sure. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I also think Concord is a particularly just weird situation.
It was the game nobody asked for.
Yeah, and I do think there's a difference between like more generic multiplayer that has different kinds of modes and they're just trying to do like a hero shooter type of deal.
Again, the only hero shooter entering the market that I think has a chance right now is Marvel Rivals, and that's because it's basically just Overwatch, but instead of the Overwatch characters, it's all Marvel characters.
Yeah.
So
good luck with that. All right. Our final question from Nintendo Bro.
There's more.
There's more? Jesus.
Yeah, there's more questions than just Nintendo Bro. Yeah.
I only see 6.
No.
5.
Oh, okay. I guess we did go through them.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Nintendo Bro. Yeah.
Well, y'all hiding some questions. Yeah. Nintendo Bro asks, you can only have one of the following. Bloodborne 2 on the PS7 or Bloodborne 4K 60 patch for PS5. Which one and why? Look here. Look here, bro. Nintendo Bro. I might not make it to PS7. To break it to you. I'm barely here for PS5. So we might be good with that 4K 60 patch on PS5. Because I might actually get a chance to play that.
I'll take Bloodborne 4K 60 just so I can stop hearing about it. And look at me. Look at me. I need people to look me in the eye. Hi. I actually like Souls games as opposed to like Donnie and everybody else who's like, get this shit off my storefront. I like them. Do you know what I'm tired of hearing about? Where's my 4K 60 patch for Bloodborne? Yeah, it's not coming. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not coming.
Look, I think at this point, just remake Bloodborne.
That's probably what's going to happen at this point.
Yeah, just remake
There you go.
Like, I would be fine with a Bloodborne 2 as well, but like, I don't know that that's going to happen because From has basically said, hey, we don't want to make exclusives. So,
yeah. Bloodborne, if they were going to have a sequel to Bloodborne, it would be on PS6. I don't think it would be on the PS7 anyway. You know how long that's going to be? You know how long a PS7 is away?
8-10 years.
I'll probably certainly be dead by then.
You will not. If you're dead in 12 years, I'm following you, sir.
Follow me where? In the dirt.
That's the joke.
Yeah, I think you can at least last to the PS7 Pro.
Probably. Yeah, at least to the Pro.
Yeah.
All right.
Push yourself, man. Shoot that shot.
All right, I think that does it for us.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before we end, I do want to let people know we will be back in January.
Yes. PSVG is going on winter break. We have 2 more episodes of the main show. I think 1 more of Shaq. And I think the holiday show.
Yes, the holiday show. The holiday show is coming up as well. And then, so the network takes December off. So we will be back in January.
Hey, Kenneth, let us know if you're in the Discord. Hop in the Discord. Let us know how you like the PC. I'm really interested in that.
Sorry, I hopped in at the end of the show there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm super interested in how you like the PC. What kind of PC you got? Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope everybody enjoys their time off with family and holidays and all that other kind of stuff. And if you hate your family, then play some video games.
Goddamn right. Okay, we'll answer this last question from Kenneth. Question, guys, PC or Pro? Me and Hayley have the Pro so far.
Yeah.
And I like the Pro. I have fallen in love with PC handhelds. So I think that might be my move from now on. Because I think it's a little easier for me to use. Like, Pro consoles and PC handhelds like the Steam Deck, the Ally, and maybe another one I'm getting. But we'll talk about that later. All right. That's it. Thank you guys for listening. Donnie says, definitely. Oh, Kenneth, thank you for answering that. He says he got an RTX 4070 Ti Super. That sounds like a rapper.
Hey, before we end, you might want to answer Donnie's question that he just threw in the chat too.
What question you threw in the chat?
What first party exclusives do you think arrive next year? Anything more than Yote and Spider-Man? So
I hope
there's
Wolverine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's not currently a Spider-Man game slated for next year. Might be Wolverine, maybe.
I'm thinking it might be Venom, the DLC.
They're not doing DLC. They're doing a separate game.
No. But Venom, like, what he's talking about is when the Insomniac hack happened, it was leaked that a Venom game, not DLC,
standalone game.
Standalone Venom game. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
But what it's gonna be is it's gonna be like how Miles Morales was.
Right,
yes.
Shorter. Yeah.
So maybe I definitely think Yotai hits. It'd be nice if Wolverine hit. I'm sure they'll probably have something else for next year. We do know of one game that is coming. We just don't know when. Like, we know that this is a thing because Grub pretty much Spider-Man 2 is not getting DLC. They came out and said that.
It's
so
it's the Venom thing he's talking about.
We do know that the Days Gone PS5 port is coming. We just don't know when. Like, Grub already confirmed that. So I will definitely buy that. That's a fun plat. I have no problem going through platinum that again. That was a fun time.
I'm gonna go pie in the sky. I'm gonna go crazy with it. I'm gonna give a prediction. We're gonna get a remaster of Resistance.
Okay.
you wish that into the world, buddy.
Yeah. Speaking of
I mean, I'm constantly wishing for Infamous 1 and 2 on, like, natively. So why can't he wish for Resistance?
Of course.
I think we're gonna a remastered. I don't think it's by like Bluepoint or somebody. Like, it won't be a remake. Somebody else will be like, hey, here's the Resistance collection or something like that, or Resistance 1 remastered, and it'll just play on PS5. It'll look a little bit better, and if that one sells good, they'll like, okay, here's the other two. Like they did another game. I can't remember what game they did like that.
What?
There was something they did like that similar thing to. They released the game. It was remastered for like $30 or something like that, and then they released the other two. Can't remember what that was.
Oh, I can't remember what that was. I know that that's what they're attempting to do with the Dead Rising remake, which is selling to Capcom's expectations. So, do I think they will make another Days Gone? No.
I think they should.
They should. The story of Days Gone ends with like a setup for Days Gone 2. Unfortunately, several factors will probably lead to why they're not going to make a sequel. One, currently, because it's like frequently misquoted that like Sony was like, "Nah, we don't want a Days Gone sequel." No, the studio didn't want to do a Days Gone sequel at the time. They're working on some. And sure. And then at.
I was saying boo earns.
After that, John Garvin, who was creative lead or whatnot on Days Gone, left Sony and has just been a general asshole on Twitter, like yelling and screaming about like how the Sony didn't do this, Sony do that. They had to send him to anger management before he left Sony because like he was just treating staff horribly. Then he left, and now he's been publicly just shouting about how awful it is to see Deke reduced to a cameo character in Astrobot when the studio itself is incredibly happy that Deke was in Astrobot, as was Sam Witwer, who plays Deacon, to see him be in Astro, because when he saw that, Sam Witwer was literally like, cool, I'm buying the game now. Like,
yeah. So like, one more copy.
Yeah.
for all 5 people who bought Days Gone.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We are out.
See you in January.
Peace.